Hi guys, gonna do just a quickie. I got to rush a bit because I've got to go shopping. Need to brush my hair. My hair's a bit of a mess. So I'm gonna do the second part of this interview. It's very much about Priscilla, her moving into Graceland, and the changes she made once she got power with Vernon Presley, allowing her to be the trustee or co-trustee on behalf of Lisa Marie. So let's just have a quick listen to it. I've got to be a bit rushy with it. Let's hear what lovely Donna Presley says.
The intent was family and protection. The outcome became something entirely different. Still, my heart remains tied to Elvis's true legacy, not the business, but my cousin. And in sharing those memories, I hope people understand that behind the public story lies a deeper family truth, shaped by love, by faith, and yes, by sorrow too. And I want you to understand it didn't matter if Uncle Vernon was aging or unwell. The very idea that Priscilla could have manipulated or influenced him is completely impossible. Anyone who suggests otherwise simply didn't know the man. His will was absolute. Nobody, under any circumstances, could move him from what he believed to be right. I can assure you there was no manipulation from Priscilla or from anyone else when it came to Uncle Vernon allowing who to be made trustee of Graceland.
Guys, I love Donna. I don't trust Priscilla. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't trust her.
That decision was his, and his alone. He acted with the same unshakable resolve that defined him throughout his life. And he did it for one reason, and that was one reason only, and that was to secure Lisa's future. Elvis must also be respected for why he appointed his father in the first place. It was an intelligent and savvy decision. Elvis disliked confrontation, but he needed someone close to him who he could trust and who would stand firm and handle the difficult matters whenever it was necessary. He trusted his father to do that without wavering, and Uncle Vernon never failed him in any way. And if anyone ever doubts his strength, they need only to look at how he was seen by those who worked for Elvis. Many in the staff, and especially the entourage, disliked Uncle Vernon for one reason, and one reason only. He was very strict. He kept order, he held people accountable, and he never gave in to flattery or pressure. They knew he couldn't be swayed, and they couldn't do anything about it. They resented it. And that is the kind of man that he was. But after Elvis's death, the essence of Graceland began to change. Priscilla had been named a trustee, and with the people that she brought in, the direction of Graceland shifted.
So this is the bit that I think Donna has strong feeling about, guys. She feels that they were all squeezed out. It was done gradually. She feels that Priscilla tried to just recreate everything from her point of view, as if everything stemmed from her marriage to Elvis when they were together, obviously. All that mattered was that the public remembered this iconic duo, Elvis and Priscilla. This image, this very strong image of Elvis and Priscilla through the 60s and 70s. That is what mattered to Priscilla, and that was her game plan. Make the world think that there was no other life. There was no Linda Thompson, no Ginger Older, no other girlfriends, no girlfriends before Priscilla. That it was always Elvis and Priscilla. And this, to me, is the con.
What was once a family home, filled with love, memory, and the presence of Presleys at every turn, was transformed into something different, something neither Elvis nor Uncle Vernon would have wanted. You can ask, would Elvis and Uncle Vernon like the Graceland of today? No, I don't think they could have ever imagined that every blood family member would be pushed aside. shut out of the very place that was their heart and their home.
Massive point. This is why Donna she's got so much emotion and passion in what she's trying to say, because she remembers how that felt. That Priscilla suddenly had all this power and changed everything and pushed everyone out. She did it very, very gradually, but she did, and she cut off a lot of people if they didn't fit within her plan, within Priscilla's vision of how she wanted to see Elvis's history, Elvis's future, Elvis's home, Elvis's life, Elvis's relatives.
No, today, the closed doors even extend to the family being unable to pay respects freely at the graves of my beloved grandmother, my uncle, and my cousin, and now Lisa Marie and Benjamin. Is this what Uncle Vernon intended when he agreed to Priscilla's trusteeship? No, I don't think so. Absolutely.
Do you know what? It's obvious Vernon felt he had no choice. Priscilla's the mum of Lisa. The most important thing to Elvis was Lisa. So Vernon's got this choice. Who's going to look out for Lisa Marie? Of course, he's going to say Priscilla, because she's the mum. She's the mum. Now, I think once Priscilla first gets on board, don't forget the train was already rolling. The idea for the Living Museum, for Gracelands, preserving it was all at hand. There's a few names: Jack Sodden, Morgan Maxwell, the Colonel, obviously Vernon up to that point of his death. It was all going to happen, guys. Plans were already being drawn up. Memphis City, the banks, it was all going on. Then Priscilla eventually jumps on board once Vernon makes her co-trustee. She also has this big debt on Gracelands, which gives her a lot of leverage and power. And then she puts her rubber stamp on it and runs with it. But she takes all credit for it. All credit. Oh, I saved Elvis. I saved Gracelands. I opened the museum. Everything is because of me. Elvis is remembered because of me. That's the lie. That is the lie.
Absolutely not. His decision was about Lisa, about securing her financial future and protecting what was hers by birthright. It was never about giving over the essence of Graceland, nor about excluding family. The truth must be said. Uncle Vernon could not be swayed. Elvis trusted him for that very reason. But after Elvis was gone, the path chosen under Priscilla's hand and through those who allowed to control matters changed Graceland forever. And in my opinion, not for the better. Those who question his strength should remember how he was viewed by the people around Elvis.
So don't forget, she sees it as a family home that she grew up in. She spent years in, where her parents lived, where her kids grew up, Donna's kids. So she sees Graceland's, like she just said, it lost its essence once it became a museum. So she has those memories. Yeah. Now, of course, we love the thought of going to Gracelands. Many of us have been to Gracelands. We love Gracelands. Of course, it is a memorial to Elvis, to Lisa, to Gladys, to Minnie May, to Aunt Delta, etc. Yeah, of course it is. But I understand living there, being there, growing up there, spending summers there, spending years there, remembering your parents, playing there as a family home. I can see that she sees now that it's a walk-through museum. It's chalk and cheese. It's chalk and cheese, isn't it, guys? So I get it.
Many of the staff, and particularly in the so-called Memphis Mafia, they openly disliked Uncle Vernon. Why? Because they couldn't get around him. He was strict. He said when no one was needed to be said, and he forced standards they didn't like. They could not manipulate him. They could not charm him, and they certainly could not change his mind once he'd made his mind up. His one goal in life was to protect his son, and after his son was gone, his only goal in life was then to protect his only grandchild and to secure her future and her birthright and what Elvis would have wanted for her.
It's true, guys. Lisa was number one, wasn't she? Lisa was number one.
You see, the trusteeship, in all truth, was merely a temporary fix because Lisa Marie was supposed to take over when she was 25. So it was never meant to be an ongoing thing forever.
Yeah, and I get that. How did it happen? 40 years after Lisa had that power for all those years. She was supposed to only have the power. Sorry, Priscilla had the power for all those years. She was supposed to only have the power for a certain amount of years until Lisa took over. It just never happened. Priscilla's power seems to just carry on. Really, it wasn't until the day poor Lisa Marie passed, God rest her soul, we all miss her, that things changed. It's pretty obvious now Priscilla is an outsider. She's outside the box. Eventually there was negotiations with Riley. We know about Priscilla going against her daughter's wishes to give everything to the kids, to Riley, Finney and Harper, which is disgusting. We know that Priscilla tried to accuse the amendments to the trust, tried to say it was fraud, which is bullshit. She knew that Lisa wanted her off the trust. She knew. We've proved it. So, guys, it's always been about money and power and herself, putting herself first before her children. Just my opinion, guys. I'm very defensive of Elvis and Lisa. So I don't see Priscilla in a good light. I'm really sorry. Some people may think I'm very cold, very heartless. I can't help it because the amount of research I've done with Team Elvis, it breaks my heart. Even now with this book, she's trying to push this horrible book, a book of lies. We already know this book is doing some more damage to Lisa, to Elvis, to Michael Jackson, to other people, to Ginger and other people. It's not a book of my life after Elvis. It's Priscilla trying to rewrite history again, trying to control the narrative, trying to, she finds it easy to trick the world because no one questions her. No one challenges her. It's only because this lawsuit has come up with Bridget Cruz, and then we've got the horrible circumstances concerning Lisa Marie's death and the unplugging of the machine, and the fact that she tried to go against her daughter's wishes in her will for her for Lisa's belongings to go over to the grandkids, to Lisa's children, to Priscilla's grandkids. You know, I know it's not an actual will; it was a trust, but there's something very wrong here. Bridget Cruz says, you know, who talks to me, says she can prove all her allegations in the lawsuits. Every one of them, even the most extreme ones, the unplugging of the machine. Scary. Scary, guys. We don't know the truth. We're just fans. Everything we say is for entertainment purposes, not a fact. Just an opinion sharing YouTube channel. But all of it, pretty scary stuff.
I hope this explains a little bit about the family, about what happened, and how it's changed in so many ways. So thank you for listening, and I will bid you adieu. Until the next time, God bless.
She has that Presley smile, doesn't she? She has that special aura of Elvis. You can tell she's a lovely human being inside and out. And come on, guys, she dresses up. She takes it very seriously. It's very important to her that we believe what she says, and that she knows that the Elvis fans truly love Elvis. She knows it. And Lisa as well. She knows that we love Lisa and that we're protective on behalf of Riley, Finley and Harper and Gladys and Vernon and Benjamin. So we're in the early stages, guys. She wants to be a defender. Yes, she's a Presley, a proud Presley. She misses and loves and adores her family. She adores Elvis, of course. She dreams of her life, this amazing life she had at Circle G Ranch and Gracelands. She obviously misses her parents, yeah. Aunt Nash, Nash, you know, Aunt Delta's sister, Nash. Yeah. She feels that Priscilla Presley, even though she was an ex-wife, has had a devastating effect on Gracelands, on the Presleys, I would say even the Smiths. And the public have fallen for it. The public have bought into it and been tricked and brainwashed. The public have been very gullible. And this book is just doing more damage. The book of lies, guys. How are we gonna convince the world that we haven't been told the truth, that we have been conned, brainwashed? How do we do it? We just have a small YouTube channel, a small movement called Defending Elvis, where we have Elvis fans around the world joining us to try and get the truth out there. Sometimes the way we try and get the truth out there can come across a bit cruel, because come on, Priscilla has lost her daughter, her grandson, so we may come across a bit cruel, but the things that have happened are very extreme. Yeah, the way that Priscilla tries to convince us that she's the love of Elvis's life. Come on, they divorced 4 years before he died. She had many other lovers. She was unfaithful many times. I think Priscilla thinks that the public are stupid. So yeah, we may come across heartless sometimes. We just want the truth out there. We want the public to know the true Elvis, the real Elvis. How do we do that? We challenge the people that are lying about him. We challenge the people that have trashed and betrayed him. Elvis can't challenge them. Lisa Marie can't challenge them. They can't defend themselves. We have to do it. Team Elvis, Elvis fans, defenders of Elvis in this movement called Team Elvis, beginning with this YouTube channel. Hopefully we'll grow and more will join us. Every day we're getting new people joining us. Our movement is growing. It's a gradual growth. We just want the world to know the true Elvis. That's what we want. We want the truth out there. We also want to somehow get the people for the last 30, 40 years that have trashed Elvis for money to say sorry, to show regret, to stop trashing him. That's another big thing that's important to me, to our movement, to Donna. Donna, only today and yesterday, has been making videos challenging the lies being told by the Smiths, Elvis's own family. She may end up, she's already challenged Priscilla. She's doing it now. There's a chance she may have to challenge the Stanleys because they told many lies as well. So did Dee Stanley. So this is an ongoing battle, guys. But ultimately, what are we really trying to do? We're trying to clear Elvis's name so the world sees the real Elvis, the true Elvis, not the warped, twisted version that we've been spoon-fed for the last 50-odd years. Elvis deserves better. He was a beautiful human being inside and out. Honestly. Okay, guys. Take care. Gotta go. I'm off to Morrison's to do some shopping. I got to cook some spaghetti and some chili con carne to keep the wife happy. It's Tuesday. My wife's mother comes on Tuesdays and she has the kids. So Louie's got to do the cooking, the shopping, walk the dogs, clean the house, all the usual stuff. I don't mind. It's fun. I love being a dad. Take care, guys. Love you all. You're the best.